Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a...
Ladies and gentlemen, with us tonight is one of the good guys.
Here we are at Fernberry Farm, which is what we affectionately call our home and our homestead and our garden and our series of permaculture experiments. What we're going to do today is make sweet and sour cauliflower, and we're going to show everyone how we made our fried cauliflower at water and wheat. According to one recipe, you could pickle these up to a year. I think as far as we're concerned, we want to tell you to use them within 1 to 2 weeks once you pickle them. But we have some vegetables we picked from our garden. We have some zucchini, we have carrots, we have purple and orange. These we did not grow. These we did grow. We also have some turnips, and then we have cauliflower. Now we're going to do both pickled cauliflower and fried cauliflower. So this first cauliflower is for the pickle. You mind washing? Thanks.
So the recipe's done. Definitely grab that right there.
Oh, look at this right here. We're going to cut this one up, put it in. All right. Fresh from the garden. From right here. Like this. The other one. We're actually going to do 2 cups of water, 2 cups of sugar, two cups of vinegar, let the sugar and the salt dissolve into the vinegar and water. All right, looks like we got a low boil. I see little bubbles. Little bubbles. I'm going to say that's good enough. Here we go. We're making the sweet and sour sauce now, and instead of pineapple, we're going to use peaches from Michigan because we don't really grow pineapples around here. They used to, though. In Kalamazoo, there's like pineapple farm. Like greenhouses or something. But we're going to not just use peaches, we're also going to use sweet cherry tomatoes and ground cherries. And what I'm going to do, I'm actually taking this and I'm just crushing these right off the pit. These are not Freestone peaches. So the flesh is attached to the pit. These are the Red Haven. So I'm just crushing it right off. So there's chunks and juice going in here. Because when you put the pineapple in, it's a mixture of juice and boiled pineapple or processed in some way. And this is just easier than cutting too. Now the recipe calls for 1 cup of pineapple from a can. We are using maybe about 1.5 cups of fruit because the ground cherries and tomatoes don't have that much juice, and peaches are super juicy. So I'm going to put these tomatoes right in here. We're going to put these ground cherries. There's plants right there. You can see in the background. Mix it up a little bit. So this is Now we're taking a tablespoon of cornstarch here. Whisk it up. We have our peaches, our tomatoes, our ground cherries, vinegar, water, and ketchup. It's like the obligatory ketchup. And with a little bit of cornstarch, it's going to tighten up in just a few minutes. All right. Our sweet and sour sauce has been cooking for about 10-12 minutes now. It's getting a little thicker. We're going to go ahead and add the pickled vegetables to it. Now, presumably, according to Jimmy, you would pickle these vegetables and then let it sit in your refrigerator for 1 week. Then you would cook it. We're doing it today a la minute, and that's why we cooked it for a couple minutes as opposed to just 1 minute. I don't think Jimmy would mind. So we're going to start with the dried mix. And what that's going to be is equal parts flour and cornstarch. Let's pretend we're measuring. Yep, there you go, that's a good amount. And we're going to add cornstarch. Now I like to use non-GMO cornstarch, and Rumford makes it. Into our flour cornstarch mix, we're going to add a little bit of baking powder. I'm going to add about a teaspoon. And in here we have about 2 cups of flour, 2 cups of cornstarch. I'm going to add a little bit of ginger powder. Now you go ahead and season it depending on what your dish is. If we were doing fried cauliflower, buffalo style, I might add some different seasoning. But we're doing this with sweet and sour, so I'm doing garlic powder, onion powder, ginger powder, and then a little bit of white pepper. And that's all just going to season the flour. And the flour is going to be the first and third step for the cauliflower. So mix it up with the whisk, cauliflower to the flour. That's the first step. All right, we have our cauliflower dredged in flour mixture. Now we're going to make our buttermilk. And we take soy milk. Only soy milk I cook with is the West Soy organic unsweetened. It's important because it's only soybeans and water. It doesn't have any other flavors, natural or artificial. We're going to make it acidulated with some hot sauce so it turns into a buttermilk. You can put as much or as little as you want. Make sure it's a vinegar-based hot sauce. We're going to add some egg replacer too. Whisk it up. We have our dredged cauliflower in our flour mixture. We're putting in our hot sauce buttermilk. And we're just going to do once in the buttermilk and then back in the flour one time. All right, let me go back, shake off some of that excess. Go in here. Now you could take this out and put it on a serving, on a baking tray, and let it sit at room temperature for 20 minutes, or you could put it in the refrigerator for an hour or two. Basically let the flour hydrate. We're just going to leave it in this bowl for now because it's a little easier for us. And then we'll pull it out in a second when we get our oil hot and ready. All right, we have our dredged cauliflower. It's dredged in flour. We have our oil, heat up to about 350 degrees. We have sunflower oil, pure sunflower oil. I like to use sunflower because it's an oil that's produced and can be produced in Michigan. So even though this oil was probably produced in Eastern Europe or Canada. Sunflower oil is also non-GMO. Oh, and we also have sunflowers all around us here. All right, I think that's pretty good. They feel so crunchy, and like I could just hear the sound. I could feel that crispness on the spoon. All right, that looks like a pretty nice sized portion. And then we have our sweet and sour vegetable mix with our pickled vegetables, our pickled cauliflower, zucchini, radish, carrot. We're just going to coat the cauliflower with the sweet and sour sauce. It's already been fried. You could put the cauliflower that's fried back in the pot to cook some more to thicken up with it, but I don't think we need to do that today. I think we have a beautiful dish. Look at that. There we go. Peach, cherry tomato, ground cherry, sweet and sour, from our garden to your home. You can make our fried cauliflower at home. Look at that.
Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, someone bless these seeds I sowed. Someone warm them from below till the rain comes tumbling down.